The illusion of growing up. Most people think growing up happens when you turn 18. But adulthood doesn't erase pain. It only teaches you how to hide it better. You learn how to smile through exhaustion, how to keep walking when something inside you still feels unfinished, how to pretend the past doesn't whisper your name when the world gets quiet. That ache you feel in silence, the one that keeps returning, isn't weakness. It's your inner child calling out to be seen. Carl Jung believed that inside every adult lives a child who never stopped waiting to be loved, heard, and understood. That child doesn't vanish with time. It hides, shaping how you love, how you fear, and how you live. The voice beneath the surface. When criticism cuts too deeply, when rejection feels unbearable, when you sabotage something good, that's not your adult self speaking. That's the child within you still protecting itself. Many of us learn survival instead of connection. We learn to earn love, to stay quiet, to take care of others just to feel safe. And as adults, we repeat those emotional patterns. People-pleasing, overworking, avoiding conflict, all because that inner child still believes love must be earned. Jung called the process of facing and integrating these hidden parts individuation, the path toward psychological wholeness. Healing isn't about fixing yourself. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Listening to the echo. You weren't born afraid or ashamed. You learned those things. They became habits carved into your nervous system. Healing begins with listening. When that voice inside says, "I'm not enough," don't silence it. Ask, "Who taught me that?" More often than not, the answer is a younger version of you, the child who once felt invisible, unheard, or unloved. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Meeting the wound. Your unhealed inner child shapes your choices, your relationships, your fears, your worth. But when you begin to acknowledge that child, everything changes. You stop chasing validation. You stop confusing love with approval. You start living from authenticity instead of defense. That's why success often feels empty. Many achieve everything their adult self wanted, yet feel hollow, because their inner child never got permission to rest, to play, or to feel safe. Healing that part of you isn't childish. It's courageous. It's about reconnecting with the joy, curiosity, and wonder you once had before life taught you to be afraid. The wounded healer. Jung spoke of the wounded healer, the idea that our deepest pain can become the source of our wisdom. Those who have suffered often become the most compassionate. But to reach that wisdom, we must stop running from our wounds and instead ask, "What are you trying to teach me?" Your pain isn't your enemy, it's your invitation. An invitation to return to the moment where you first felt unloved, unseen, or unsafe, and to bring light to that darkness.
The truth about healing.
Healing isn't linear. It's remembering and forgetting. It's crying over things you thought you'd moved past. It's learning to be gentle with yourself when you wish you were better already. Sometimes it happens in quiet moments, sitting alone after a long day when sadness rises for no reason. That sadness isn't random. It's a memory surfacing. Instead of pushing it away, whisper, "I'm listening." When your inner child feels heard, something softens. You stop chasing love and start becoming it. Reflections and mirrors. Every person you meet mirrors something within you, the ones who trigger you, inspire you, or make you feel small. When you begin healing your inner child, those mirrors shift. You attract gentleness because you've learned to be gentle with yourself. You find peace in solitude because your inner child no longer feels abandoned there. Healing isn't glamorous, it's integration. It's the scattered pieces of you slowly finding their way home. The shadow and the child. Jung called the hidden side of us the shadow, the parts we reject, repress, or hide because they weren't accepted. That's often where your inner child hides. In the feelings you were told were too much. The only way to free that child is through compassion, not control. Healing isn't self-improvement. It's self-honesty. It's saying, "I see you. I won't abandon you again." The body remembers. You might think you've forgotten your childhood, but your body hasn't. It remembers the tone that made you shrink, the warmth that made you feel safe, the silence that felt like punishment. That's why certain songs, smells, or moments make you cry. They're echoes, your inner child speaking through sensations. Healing begins when you listen. When you replace "I'm so stupid" with "I made a mistake, but I'm still worthy." Each act of kindness toward yourself becomes an act of reparenting. You become the adult you once needed. Integration and wholeness. Inside you lives both the parent and the child.
Wisdom and wonder.
Logic and emotion.
When you unite them, life feels balanced.
You stop swinging between extremes, overworking and crashing, loving too much and shutting down. Healing your inner child doesn't erase pain, it removes its control.
Your scars stop defining you.
They start telling your story. You begin to forgive, not to excuse, but to free yourself. Your inner child exhales for the first time.
The return home.
You start to laugh again, freely, without analyzing why. You rediscover curiosity. You remember how to wonder instead of worry. And you realize healing the child within you doesn't just heal the past, it changes your future. Because once that wounded child becomes whole, you stop repeating old stories. You stop proving your worth through pain or productivity. You choose peace, even when it's quiet.
The call of the soul.
Jung said, "The soul longs to be made whole." Your anxiety, burnout, and restlessness, they're not random. They're signals. Your psyche is asking you to turn inward. Healing isn't about chasing happiness. It's about finding peace, honesty, and safety within yourself. It's about holding yourself while you cry, and realizing you've finally become the person who stays. Wholeness. Wholeness doesn't come from perfection. It comes from integration, from loving the scared child, the awkward teen, and the tired adult, all at once. When you embrace them all, you stop searching for completion in others, because you realize it's been within you all along. Healing won't make life flawless, but it will make you free, because now, no matter what happens, you know you'll never abandon yourself again. That is what it truly means to heal your life. Not by escaping the darkness, but by bringing light to it. By holding the hand of the child you once were and whispering, "We made it. We're finally home."